After long winters in the Finger Lakes, we really look forward to the start of spring. Early crops that we're able to grow include peas, which like the cold weather. Once they're looking plump, we take them off the vine and shuck them into a bowl. Just got to be really disciplined and not eat them because they're so delicious when they're this fresh. Also pick some herbs, some shallots and some leafy greens. With the leafy greens and the herbs and some of the younger pea shoots, we pop them in the blender, add a little bit of olive oil and some water, and then we blend this on high until we have a delicious herbaceous green liquor. And that's not only going to help to flavour the risotto we're going to make, but it's going to give it a really vibrant green colour. Now for this risotto I use a mixture of this liquor but also some water that I've got in the pan getting hot, so we can add hot water and then the slightly cooler liquor, which will, like I said, help colour and flavour the risotto. Just look at that beautiful colour. And you can really use any leafy greens for this and any soft herbs that you have. And the addition of those pea shoots just adds that lovely pea flavour. We've got some really fresh shallots from the garden, and we're just going to dice those very finely. Add some oil to a pan over a fairly low heat, and once it's warm, add in the shallots. I'm just going to cook those briefly till they turn translucent, and then we're going to add the arborio rice. Pouring this in till it just sort of covers the bottom of the pan, and then we're going to stir that into the oil until every grain is covered with the oil, and it'll start soaking up that wonderful shallot flavour. Now we're going to add a splash of white wine, and when I'm starting this risotto I'm just using that hot water to start it going, and the key is to keep stirring. That's going to release the starch. That's going to make a really creamy risotto. In with some of the liquor, and already you'll see that vibrant green colour. When it's towards the end of cooking, it's going to take about 20 minutes to cook the risotto, so probably 12 to 15 minutes in. Season 2 pieces of salmon on both sides, skin on. And then in a really hot skillet with a little olive oil, just place those fillets skin side down. They'll take 2 to 3 minutes each side. You want really crispy skin. Once the skin's crispy, just flip them over, and then you can remove the pan from the heat and it'll just finish off cooking, and they'll get to rest a little bit before the risotto is finished. Right at the end of cooking, the last 3 or 4 minutes, we're going to add in those beautiful fresh young peas. Now you could use frozen peas, but if you've got them fresh from the garden, they're really the best. Stir those in, and then we're going to add a little Parmesan cheese, and once that's added and been combined, you need to start tasting the risotto to see how much seasoning it may need. Adding a little bit of salt, and ideally if you have it, white pepper, black pepper works just as well. Again, tasting to make sure you don't over season it. The reason I do it after the cheese is it's quite salty. You don't want it over seasoned. We're now going to plate it up. We're going to take a couple of good ladles full into each bowl, and as you can see, the risotto should just flow like lava. A little tap to the bottom of the bowl will help spread out the risotto, forming a beautiful bed for that salmon and for some additional herbs. So we're going to put the salmon down. We're And then these are beautiful borage flowers. They come up into season about the same time as the peas. Not only do they look great, they have a lovely subtle cucumber flavour. And then a few leaves from our basil plant. And then just as a final step, take a really good olive oil if you have one. I just pop a little on a spoon and then we just drizzle it around the plate. And there you have it, a beautiful dish, a taste of spring, beautiful vibrant colours and a really, really delicious meal.